A show that tackles the big issues affecting the BVI and the rest of the Caribbean. Searches for answers to today's big questions and gives viewers a unique perspective on developing stories. Follow the big story with me, Kathy Richards, only on JTV. This show is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon Spa Nail and Barbershop, the Wellness Center, Medical and Behavioral Health Clinics, Ticely Cross Deliciously Smooth Cider, HOV Medical, and Digicel. Sign up for Digicel Plus Home Light Bundles, faster internet, movies, and sports. This is The Big Story. I'm Kathy Richards. I want to thank you so much for joining us for this edition. Today we want to be talking about what the school system is doing as it relates to anti-bullying. We all know that this is a critical component of children's development. And to have us with this conversation, I have Ms. Bisa Smith, and you're the coordinator for the secondary division.
Yes.
And we have Ms. Sharon Leonard, you're coordinator for the primary level. I want to welcome you guys to the set.
Thank you.
You ladies to the set. Let me correct myself. No, guys. Yes. So it's an annual thing that is being done within the Ministry of Education. I think it's an international thing where focus is and emphasis are placed on anti-bullying initiatives.
Yes.
And this year is no different. But before we go to the direct activities of anti-bullying that are being planned, give us a little background of this. I don't even want to call it a chronic problem, but it is a chronic problem. Give us a little background as to what you guys see, you Bisa on the secondary level and you Sharon on the primary level.
Well, this is, yes, it's an annual event that we have been tasked with from the Ministry of Education to bring awareness about anti-bullying, the behaviors and the effects of it on our society, not just our students, but us as a society. And internationally, it's actually absorbed in November, where we bring it forward in October.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the situation like in the secondary division when it comes to issues of bullying?
Well, it's everywhere. It's in our offices, it's in our homes. A lot of the things that we do, even as a part of our culture, emphasizes bullying. The name calling, the mama jokes, the jabs, the slight teasing ways. I'm just joking. All of that is bullying.
Okay, and at your end, Sharon.
Yes, it's the same as Bisa explained, because what anti-bullying is all about is for us to make our students and the general public aware of bullying. And so it starts with the little thing, like you have in the primary section, don't play with her if she don't share with me, or give me your snack, and different ways. If you look different, children tend to look upon you and not want you to be among them. And so these little things start there, and then it escalates into the physical, the pushing and the kicking. And so we have that in the primary division. And so we have to intervene from the very early stage. What I realized with all primary school students is that, parents, I guess they are very protective of their children, which is correct. And so when they leave at home, if anybody hit you, hit them back. And so it starts there. We want to let our parents and our students know, if anybody hit, come and tell us so we can intervene and, correct it before, again, it's escalating to something that we can't control. Yes.
I can hear the debates about that. As I know growing up, we worried being told if somebody keep hitting at you and And in the instance where, oh, teacher ain't doing enough or doing anything at all, you fight and defend yourself. You're not to be a petty puppy. But we've...
You see that bullying word you just used, Kat?
That's what we were told.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
sometimes you can't. The person is bigger than you
Yes.
or stronger than you, and
Or
you're not
perceived
able
to
to
be.
do it by
Yes.
yourself. And so when you go to defend yourself, you end up getting the worst of it.
What I found out last year, we did a whole panel, and which was surprising, it was a whole panel of males, with the exception of Miss Marsha Penn. Bullying is a learned behavior. So if it's learned, that means we can or we can teach you a different way to deal with situations.
Yes.
What we're trying to have the public understand is give them another option rather than hitting back. Talk to your mom. Those are persons that's your voice, that's your legal voice. Come go home and say, Mommy, Daddy, this happened to me, right? Talk to a legal adult, an authority in the school. Come and say something to your teacher. If your teacher doesn't do anything, you go and you talk to your counselor, you talk to the principal or the principals. Any one of those options is much better than taking matters into your own hands.
But while we focus on dealing with it among the school population, I know in this instance, you guys are teachers. You're in the education system,
Yes.
in the school system. But from what you were talking about, it seems as though we have to start this from the main source, which is the home.
The home, correct.
The individual.
Well, there we go.
The individual. Yes.
And then it individuals at home.
Yes.
And then it extends to the community.
Yes.
And extends to the school.
Yes.
So the strategy that is being employed right now, how do we target individuals in those different areas?
First things you need to understand that some of the things you do is bullying. Any form of intimidation. You can be bullying just by looking at somebody. This whole thing,
Yes,
there you go,
that's
Kathy.
fair.
Why are you
That's
bullying me,
fair.
Kathy?
Yes.
Kathy, you're bullying me. I feel very threatened.
Yeah, some of those very simple things.
Okay,
we do
those
understand.
things we need to be aware of. When you're in traffic and you cut somebody off, it's bullying. Road rage, intimidation. We have to be self-aware about the things that we're doing. When we talk to our kids, say, shut up! I ain't talking to you. Bullying. Total disrespect for a human being who's our child. That came from us. These are our kids. These are our babies. And we're speaking to them like that. So introspection. And then what is also funny for me is when you see children acting out at school, students acting out at school, and then you meet their parents. And then you're like,
Most time you get that
I
same
understand
thing
now.
from the
Yes,
parents.
yes,
But those
yes.
things most times have a root.
Yes.
Sometimes when you see a parent reacting in a certain way, probably they might have been bullied themselves growing up. Probably live in an aggressive situation where they just don't know how to
It's a
handle
cycle.
it differently.
It's a
and
cycle.
so they come to the school, they have to deal with a whole lot of frustration, and even if they would not have been bullied, they're facing so many other things. High cost of living, trouble on the job, not having a job.
Or
all of
natural
those
disasters
issues.
that we're coming to cope with. Yes, yes.
That's very true.
Yes.
A lot of time, people are being like they're stressed out and they're just looking for avenue how to deal with their situation. And so instead of asking for help, they don't know how to ask for help, and so they're frustrated and they act their anger out on others. And even with the primary division where we have students, you know, you will tell your students not to use the curse words or things like that, and so they may go out on the playground and use a curse word, and now the person who is being so stressed and want to bully them, oh, if you don't give me your money, I will tell teacher that you use the curse word. And so you're frightened because at home, our punishment, you know, the way how we punish our children, they are afraid to tell the truth. So instead of coming forward and say, well, teacher, I use a curse word, I apologize or whatever, I am doing what you asked me to do because I don't want you to tell on us, you know, and that happened a lot in the primary division.
Well, you guys have a big task. You have our kids for how many hours a day?
Many hours.
6 hours, 6 or 8.
Sometimes it feels like
and
25.
counting. And counting.
And counting.
And counting.
So
Yes.
the burden lies a whole lot on you as educators, persons within the education system.
Yes.
Most times when they are home, those are the sleep hours or the times they are away from parents and other guardians. So as persons in the education system, a heavy burden is on you.
Yes.
And a lot of expectations are there from the general public on you. So tell us a little bit about what you plan to do during this week of observation that will help in that process of bringing awareness.
Okay.
Okay, this year, our theme for the year is make a noise about bullying. And so you can interpret that anyway, once it's noise. Noise in telling.
But it's a time that noise to come over as if it's a bully. Trouble!
Not to bully others, but put it out there. Look, this is not right. We are going to talk about it. It's a situation that is real among us, and we have to put a stop to it. So instead of just being quiet, we want everyone to join in with us and make a noise about bullying. So we are going to start what we introduced this school year. I'm going to let Bisa give a rundown of their schedule, but one thing I would like to highlight, what we introduced this school year is a pep rally.
Okay.
Because you're hearing make a noise. And what better way to make a noise than in a pep rally?
Yes.
Okay, so we have all the tambourine and all the drums, and we plan to make a noise.
Yes.
Okay.
But before we get to the pep rallies, we have what we call Odd Socks Day.
What's that?
Odd Socks Day.
Yes.
Oh, we're funny socks, different colors.
Different
socks.
colors,
Yes.
different sizes,
Yes.
different, just as long as you're wearing it. So even if you're not wanting to be very vocally loud, you can be loud with the way you're dressing. So we
Okay.
want the whole society, everybody, and their mommy and their daddy, everybody, to wear odd socks on Tuesday morning.
Oh, so whether you have a child or not,
Yes.
You
then
can
it's
wear
good,
it.
Just wear the socks.
Yes.
Even if you're wearing the toe-out heels like I do.
It doesn't
Put on
matter.
that socks.
Put on it. I wear my socks.
It doesn't matter.
Every year they were like, Miss Smith, you all in. Yes, I wear my socks are up to my knees, and I wear my toe out sandals, heels, and we're still rocking our odd socks because we need to bring awareness
Yes.
to the harmful effects of bullying. And if we can't make a noise, make a statement.
Make a
Make
statement.
a statement, and that's a loud noise.
And that
Yes.
is very true because we are all unique in our own way. And so by you coming out with an odd sock, somebody may tend to look upon like, what's wrong with her, you know?
Yes.
But you have to be confident, and a lot of time we have to just build our self-esteem.
Yes.
So what happens if I don't look like you? And that's the statement of the odd socks. So
And
accept
it
it and
also-
embrace it.
Yeah, it also sparks conversation.
Yes.
Yes, like why are you
Exactly.
exactly?
You see what you dressed this morning? Oh, yes,
Exactly.
and you have the conversation.
Conversation.
About
I'm
And
bringing awareness about
Yes.
anti-bullying. Mommy.
Anti-bullying, and it
Yes.
boils down to that I don't look like you, you don't look like me,
But
so
it's
guess
okay.
what, it's okay.
It's okay.
So if you call me big head, fat, that's just me. I am going to work on me, but I shouldn't let you intimidate me calling me those names. So the odd socks is a bold statement that we are not the same, we are unique in our own way.
beautiful
Yes.
views.
Yes.
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 So what else we have going?
And on that same day, we have a public speaking competition that's going to take place between the primary and secondary division at the Elmhurst High School Lecture Room 2 at 4 o'clock on Tuesday. So we're going to end off the day. So all of us going to be odd socks doing the speech competition. I love this idea. This was awesome. 4 o'clock, Elmhurst High School Lecture Room 2.
What's the topic?
We have multiple topics.
Okay.
We have multiple topics, and I think I gave you those posters for
Yes,
the
yes,
schools
on
that
the
are
screen,
competing.
yes.
So you do us the favor to advertise as
Yeah,
well.
they're on screen as we speak.
Yes.
Yes, there's one particular that I'm waiting to see the result of, and that is should you expel bullies from school?
Ooh.
That's one of the topics.
Ooh, that's a debate.
That's the debate, because according to the Education Act, it's our duty to educate them.
Yes.
So I don't want to speak much about it because it's part of the competition.
Yes.
So
Oh.
we'll see what comes out of the result.
That I love
Okay,
that.
So you're leaving them to do the research.
Yeah, I don't want to give
You don't
anybody
want
any
to tell me what the
ideas.
legislation says about it.
No, but
Well,
we
the
want
legislation
you
said
to
to
come and have
educate.
that conversation. So you're invited to come. You're invited to come. So
We
Kathy,
can open it up.
Kathy,
and
I want to
look at
hear.
it.
I want to see you there, listening to all of these
Oh,
wonderful
yeah.
competitors talk about that very important topic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
It's
I can see that you're thinking about it.
Yes, yeah.
I can see you're thinking
because,
about it.
You know, it is a conversation.
It is.
It is a conversation because not so long ago I attended a community meeting and there was one parent who was alluding to a situation relating to a child who is constantly bullied and retaliates in a certain way because that child feels as though they can't be helped. And more to that, that child seemed to have some other conditions that, like you would have alluded to, is a little differently able,
Yes.
not able to learn the same way
same
as
way,
others.
yeah.
So that's a little kind. Now we're hearing that child. Well, I don't expect no discussion around that here on that, but we're hearing that that child is given limited hours at school, and so I need to hear that debate. Should bullies be?
So we'll be looking forward to seeing you.
Yes, definitely. What else is happening?
And as Mrs. Leonard said, we're doing a bunch of pep rallies. We're going across all our schools. Counselors we're going out in groups, and we're hitting every school. We're going into the Western Zone, which includes Ivan Dawson, Lenora Derville, Henley Lachey, Richer, and that's my tongue twister.
Yes.
See, I'm
I had
unique.
it for a while with that.
I'm unique with my tongue twister. And Ebenezer Thomas Primary School. On Wednesday, we have our Southern Zone schools, which are Enos Adams, Enos Catliff Pre-Primary, Alexandrina Maduro, Claudia Cricky Education Center, which is in Anegada. Thursday, we have our Eastern Zone. Joyce Samuel, Francis Letsom, Willard Whitley, and a group of us will be going to Virgin Gorda at the Jahphix Education Center, Secondary and Primary, and Robinson O'Neill Primary School. And on Friday, we close it all off. We're going to be in George Van Dyke in the morning. This also at Virgin Islands School of Technical Studies in the morning, and we will end it off with Elmore Stout High School in the afternoon.
Awesome. Interesting week ahead. I know it would have been more had Monday not been an holiday.
A holiday, yes,
A holiday.
yes.
But this is a great program. I am particularly anticipating the
public speaking.
the public speaking aspect of it on that particular topic.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that there are quite a number of students who will pick that topic to have discussed. In this moment of closing, a word to parents, to children, to the community, to leaders. The camera is all yours.
Yes. Thank you so much for listening. We want you to always understand that bullying is not the best way to handle situations. Understand what bullying behaviors are and how you can get help. We want parents to not encourage our students to hit back or talk back, but to try and find other options to deal with our situations, or come in and talk to the school themselves so that they can be the voice of their child. So again, we want everyone to participate on Tuesday. Wear your odd socks. Participate in our public speaking competition on that same day, and look out for us at our schools when we come with our pep rally schedules.
Also, many partners.
Yes, I added to what Bisa is saying that, we have to work together. This is a social issue. It didn't just start now. It's not going to end now, but we have to work together to combat these situations. We have to build up our children's self-esteem. And so, even the bully may need help.
Yes.
So we have to zero
I mean,
in on
who
that
need
person.
help?
Why
Yeah.
are the person behaving that way? It may stem from the home. And so we are here to provide intervention so we can combat this whole experience.
Awesome. So the statement never grows old.
No,
Be a buddy.
not
Not a bully.
I hope you
Yes.
participated this week long of activities, and that will spill off to the rest of your life to being a champion for the cause of anti-bullying. I'm Kathy Richards. I want to thank you so much for joining us for this edition of The Big Story.
know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Everyone looks to the future, but no one truly knows what the future holds.
The number of people under the age of 20 with type 2 diabetes could increase by 49% by 2050.
Let it be known that we all have a 30% chance of developing hypertension.
Globally, more than 300 million people of all ages suffer from depression.
More than 60,000 young adults aged 20 to 39 are diagnosed with cancer each year.
Obesity leads to problems such as stroke, heart disease, and kidney failure.
No matter your race, age, or color, we are all at risk.
These diseases can be managed or prevented if caught early.
But with the right medicine and the right doctors to keep us on a path to live a robust and healthy life,
we will live well.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.